We're back now in the kitchen with Chef Nigel Jenkins. We also have Lisa Wright from Taking Shape Fitness in Virginia Beach. And you know, we're getting ready for the big day, Thursday, Thanksgiving Turkey Day. Might not be the healthiest, but today we're talking about eating healthy. And you are making a harvest fall salad. So what makes this a fall salad?
It's just the flavors, the cranberry, the pecans, apple. It's just a traditional fall Thanksgiving type menu. As I just said, we don't celebrate Thanksgiving in England, but since I've been here, I've learned that it's a very important celebration. So.
Right. Okay, so why don't you start putting that together?
Okay.
One of the things I guess that you're doing with Taking Shape Fitness is he's the chef there on site, right, Lisa?
He's our chef, and we have a nutrition page on our website, and you can go there, and Nigel will, you can call, and Nigel brings meals to people. His service is called Food on the Run, and he will deliver healthy meals to you, especially with the holiday season upon us. People get busy, and healthy eating kind of goes by the wayside.
Right, when we're talking salads like this, I mean, that's pretty easy. It doesn't take a long time, right, Nigel?
No, it's something you can prepare a day ahead. Most of the ingredients, cooking the quinoa and the bulgur, making the dressing. Then I'm going to top it with a marinated chicken. So that can also be marinated ahead of time.
Right.
And then you can serve it hot or cold. A lot of people, when they cook the quinoa and the bulgur, they will add the spinach while it's warm, just to wilt it a little bit. That's all on
to your preference, probably.
Yes.
Now, when we're talking about healthy, what makes it healthy? It's just because all your ingredients are just very fresh.
Everything's fresh. Everything I bought here is organic. The quinoa and the bulgur are very high in protein and fiber. They're the sort of the new foods that people eat. A lot of vegetarians eat them because they've got so much protein in them. They're an alternative to meat and fish.
Right.
So, but they give it a good texture. They've all got their own little textures.
Right, great. So Lisa, you have Nigel there on site at Taking Shape. Now, how big is the meal component to the fitness?
Well, we have just been open for 3 months, so we are still growing with that, but we're getting excited about it. We are finishing up a weight loss group next week, and then we're starting another one in January. It's a Take It Off Weight Loss and Fitness Challenge. We're adding in the nutritional aspect to it. Like I said, we are still growing, but we're so excited to have someone of Nigel's caliber on our
Right, and eating is so important.
Eating is 80% of the equation if you want to lose weight. So, yeah, we feel like it's a huge, huge aspect of what we do.
Wow, so you can help people stay healthy through, you know, we think of the holidays, we're just thinking about eating. So, although we want to be healthy, sometimes it's hard to stay on track. Like, any tips on what to do to keep your meals healthy?
Eat in moderation.
Portion size.
Small and often. Eat five to six times through the day, but small, because contrary to popular belief, you've got to eat to lose weight. So 5 to 6 times a day, small portions, and make sure that you get your protein and your fiber and your carbohydrates if you want carbohydrates. But
okay. Yep. And we'll be talking with Lisa a little bit more coming up about, you know, what exactly you guys are doing over there at Taking Shape and how it works. But just kind of give us an overview of the facility over there. What do you guys do?
We are 2 blocks from the ocean front. We are a no contract, no membership facility. Everything in
so you can just walk in.
Yes, you can walk in. We actually like you to make a reservation for the class. We have 75 classes on the schedule right now. We're adding in more classes as our clients tell us what they like. And every class is $10. And we have everything from kids classes, which we're really excited about our kids program, all the way up to senior classes. We have a Pilates, yoga, and bar studio, spin. We're actually adding more classes in January. We're adding ballroom in.
That should be fun.
We've had some requests for that. So yeah, we are very much a neighborhood gym. Where
very class-oriented.
Very class-oriented, but very family-oriented, where it's not a box gym. It's more of a intimate setting.
Well, we'll talk with you a little bit more about that in our next segment, and we'll also be finishing off our salad with some of that grilled marinated chicken we were talking about. So don't go away.
Many modern families are multi-generational or incorporate step-parents and step-siblings, and these unique blended families also come with unique challenges. Joining us today through our Healthy Families Partnership is marriage and family consultant Alvian Lyons with some great tips on navigating in a blended family. Welcome back, Alvian. I'm glad you brought this in because it's a very complicated issue for so many families and perfect right now, right around the holidays.
Absolutely, because we're working on that tug of war that happens when I've got my own family, you have your family, kids of various ages. Putting all of that together can be very challenging, especially in the early stages. So we have a 5-concept acronym that we would like you to consider. The first thing is B. When we're blending a family, consider the fact that you're going to have to bridge the gaps of unfamiliarity. The things that we didn't expect, the things that we didn't know about each other, the things that are different about the way that we've lived prior to becoming the single unit. Anticipate the fact that you're going to have to close those gaps by bridging them. The second thing in helping that is listen. People talk about communication all the time, and we want open and honest communication, but it's much easier to talk than it is to listen. So we really want to focus on listening, particularly if you have little people in the process, because they have lots of feelings about what's getting ready to happen, real concerns and issues. You want to hear those things so that you can assuage those fears as early as possible. Then E. You can expect that there are going to be growing pains. No matter how wonderful your partner is, no matter how great their kids are, no matter how fantastic their family is, there are going to be growing pains bringing that all together. And then N, know your non-negotiables. There's some things that are very important to you, very important to me, that we're coming into this process as a team holding. We need to talk about those things as early as we possibly can, because those are the places where we will have conflict, because it's part of who you are and part of who I am. And then finally, D, you want to determine what roles we're going to play. Are you going to be the disciplinarian? Am I going to be the disciplinarian? Who's going to be responsible for paying the bills? Who's going to show up for the responsibilities where the kids are concerned? Those roles need to be determined. And when we do that early on, it's a lot more peaceful. It'll still come with its challenges, but it is a lot more peaceful when we blend it together.
Now, I know this doesn't fit in the acronym, but it's all about time, too. This is a
Oh, it
process
does
that
matter.
takes time.
Oh, absolutely. And don't think that just because you're running into some of those challenges that somehow that means that you picked the wrong person or it's the wrong team coming together. Understand that it's okay, and we're going to grow like anything else. You're forming a family. So that all comes with baby steps forward.
Give and take in this process. It's a difficult subject, but it needs to be worked on. Great job with that, Alvian. For more information, you can contact the Healthy Families Partnership on the website hampton.gov/healthyfamilies, or give them a call at 727-1300. Happy holidays to you, Alvian.
To you too, Chris.
With the winter break less than a month away, high school seniors have about 6 months until they graduate. But your student may not have solid plans after that big day. Our friends from Bryant and Stratton College may have an option for you. We headed to Bryant and Stratton College in Hampton and spoke with campus director Chris Sawyer about what they have to offer the indecisive senior. Chris, why should the upcoming class of 2015 take a look at Bryant and Stratton College, and why should they start looking now?
I always say to people, you should always start looking early. And one of the main reasons is a lot of students use financial aid. And it's going to be a process that their parents and they're going to go through together. And there's a lot of decisions that need to be made and necessary paperwork that they need. With Bryant and Stratton College, they can go get an associate's degree or a bachelor's degree in an accelerated format. So instead of just going to school for 4 to 6 years, they're going to go to school for about 18 months, and we're going to make sure that they can get into their career of choice, because we're putting people not in jobs but in careers, and that's one of the things that Bryant and Stratton prides itself on.
Okay, is there a way for high school seniors to already start earning college credits now?
Absolutely. We have a great program that we call Jump Start. They can come in, and in January, they can take a 3-credit course, and in May, they could take another 3-credit course. So by the time they graduate high school, they will have 6 college credits already under their belt. And the great thing about the program is it's at no cost. The college picks up the cost for those students to come to the Jump Start program.
Right, and you also have a high school team that can work one-on-one with the students. How does that work, and what can they offer them?
We have a high school team that actually goes out to the high schools and talks about the college, and then we also have part of the team that's here that brings the parents in, because the parents are decision makers along with that student, especially in the financial aid process. So they walk them through the process, introduce them to financial aid rep, introduce them to career services, and shows them all the things that Bryant and Stratton can do for them.
Okay, and parents, you know, as you mentioned, they're so important to students at this time in their lives. What kinds of questions can you answer for parents, because they're trying to help their senior make a decision and they want to be comfortable with it?
Sure, I think there are 2 things that parents are going to ask. Number one is financial, how much financial aid or scholarships are available. And one of the things we have here is at Bryant and Stratton, high school seniors that graduate can get up to $8,000 in scholarships. They're also going to ask, what is my child going to do after they graduate? And that's where our career service comes into play. We've placed over 82% of our graduates this past year in the career of their choice. And on a side note, if they're interested in playing basketball, we do have an athletic program, men's and women's basketball. There's also full scholarships for that too. And all they have to do is call us here or in Virginia Beach, and we can talk to them about the process.
Okay, so we understand that the high school class of 2015, they're going to graduate sometime in June, and then they'll be ready to enter college by next fall, next September. But Chris, what can you say to a person who wants to get started now and enroll in Bryan and Stratton College?
I say call us. We have a start January 14th. They can get right in that Jump Start program and start earning college credits.
Okay, sounds good. And so you have the tools and you can help them make the right decision.
Absolutely. I'm a graduate of Bryan and Stratton College, so I can tell them firsthand that Bryan and Stratton will do what we say we're going to do and help them start their career.
Sounds good. Thanks for being here today.
Thank you.
He's a mischievous little boy who won't grow up, and he's getting ready to take America by a storm of fairy dust in NBC's Peter Pan Live. And joining us live from the set to tell us more is Peter Pan, a.k.a. Allison Williams. Good morning, Allison, and thank you for joining us. Let's start off by asking,
Good morning.
Why did you want to be Peter Pan?
Why wouldn't you want to be Peter Pan? It's like the best, most fun part anyone can play ever. It's such a privilege. I've wanted to be Peter Pan since I was 3, so maybe I'm a little bit biased, but this required absolutely no thinking on my part. It was a total instinct-based decision, and I've had fun every single day since I said yes to the role. Learning how to fly, learning how to speak with a British accent, learning how to embody the energy and spirit of a boy who won't grow up. Every step of it, learning the songs, most of which I already knew just from being a kid. It's been one dream to the next. And then once I met Christopher Walken, the whole thing just became too much. It was just, he's incredible. He's the best.
Wow, so it sounds like you got to fulfill a childhood dream, and you mentioned flying. What is that like?
Flying is, it's really, really hard to describe. It was one of the things that I got to speak with Kathy Rigby and Sandy Duncan about, because we both have the very unique experience of having done that, all 3 of us. And so I was kind of exploding with questions and comments about what it's like to fly, and during this song and that song, and when do you breathe, and which harness do you like the best, all of that stuff. So I think it's a small league of us who understand what it's like to fly like that. And weirdly enough, if you watch the Fatboy Slim video that Christopher Walken danced in, he got to fly. So I was asking him questions about flying. It's joy when you're lifted off your feet. It's just utter joy. And then a couple minutes later, you start to feel the pain of the harness. And I got to teach Jimmy Fallon how to fly earlier this week, and he felt that pain, I think.
Oh, wow, wow. So pretty cool that you had some flying mentors. Now, when I think of Neverland, I mean, this set has got to be amazing.
Oh, the set of Neverland is absolutely beautiful. If you guys can see it, I can't believe it's where Peter gets to call home. And when I sing the song Neverland while I'm still in the Darling nursery, it's very easy for me to get kind of emotional about it, because I can picture what Neverland looks like, and saying, so come with me where dreams are born. I literally feel like I'm talking to the audience, being like, wait till you see this thing that Derek McLean has designed and that's been lit so beautifully. It's an absolutely magical place. One of my favorite things in the world has become walking people to set and revealing Neverland to them, because it's just so gorgeous and magical, and it takes everyone's breath away. I can't believe this is my office.
That sounds great. Now, this is going to be live. Is anybody nervous about it? I mean, that's a totally different experience.
It is different. I don't know why, but that part doesn't make me nervous. I think part of that has to do with working with a cast and crew that is used to doing things live. I mean, the entire television crew of the project does live television a lot. They do the Oscars, they do things like that. So they're seasoned, they're good with that. And then all the actors are all seasoned Broadway performers, so they do shows live many times a week. So the liveness of it all doesn't really freak them out. So that calm around me has become contagious, and I've sort of decided to adapt to that attitude as well. And also, I think if something goes different than planned, we'll just react to it naturally and keep going. I mean, the way you do in any scenario. So I think the key will be none of us freezing up or suddenly feeling like it's different than it was at the dress rehearsal. Of course, there's nothing different about it except that it's being broadcast.
All right, Allison. Well, thanks so much for taking time to talk with us. I know I can't wait, and thanks for being here.
Thank you so much. Watch it with kids too. It's much more
Oh,
fun.
I definitely will. You don't want to miss Peter Pan Live. It airs Thursday, November 4th at 8 p.m. right here on Wavy TV 10. Yep, and it's going to be live. And this Wednesday night at 8, tune in to find out how the magic of Peter Pan is made on a special Making of Peter Pan Live. Still ahead on the Hampton Roads Show, the career engineer Francina Harrison joins us with her tips on how to turn your job from part-time to full-time. And you don't want to forget our pop quiz. Today's winner gets a pair of tickets to see Andrew Lloyd Webber's The Phantom of the Opera coming to Chrysler Hall in Norfolk January 8th through the 18th. It's a $187 value. For tickets and showtimes, visit 7venues.com. Log on to thehamptonroadshow.com and click on the pop quiz box on your screen to enter.
Our live audience today is from the Salvation Army of Hampton Roads. They're gearing up for the holidays, and you may have already seen the bell ringers out there, but there are so many different ways you can help, like their Angel Tree program. This is Major Stephen Long to tell us more. Welcome, Major Long, and all you guys. Thank you for being here.
Good to be here.
Tell me about the Angel Tree program.
The Angel Tree program is a great Christmas opportunity to teach our kids what charity is all about. Parents can go to a tree. We have 60 trees in the community. Grab an angel off the tree, and it'll be a size of clothing that you can go out and purchase, and then bring that package back to that tree. And then we have the joy of giving that gift to a family whose child is going to be the benefactor of that.
Sort of an anonymous donation,
Absolutely.
knowing that you're going to help somebody.
Yes, and all of it, I mean 100% of that Christmas effort goes to that needy person.
How'd this begin?
Well, back in the 70s, then Captain Charles and Shirley Wright had an idea with a mall, and they had some Hallmark cards that were donated, and they had little angels on them, and they put their kids' names on those cards with their sizes, and people would bring the packages back, and that's how it all started. 35 years ago.
Wow, and
Yeah.
going strong today. The Salvation Army gives back in so many ways to so many people in need. What are some other ways that you guys are helping right now?
Well, you know, we have those bell ringers out on the street corner, and,
right.
need has no season. So when people contribute to the Salvation Army kettle, it helps us to be the Army all year long. And it's helping us to feed 7,000 at Christmas.
Wow.
We're taking out 2,400 meals at Thanksgiving this week. We decided to take it out to the people of need. So we have 1,200 seniors that we're serving, living on Social Security, and it's very heartwarming to know we're able to do that year-round.
So when you hear the bell and see the kettle, give what you
Yes.
can.
Amen. Silver bells.
The silver bells. Okay, and where can people find the Angel Tree?
The Angel Tree is at all of your malls, all of the Walmarts, and it's pretty predominant all over the community.
Well, thank you for doing what you do for the people of Hampton Roads, Salvation Army of Hampton Roads, Angel Tree and Red Kettle campaigns. For more information, visit salvationarmyhrva.org or call 543-8100. You can also donate at onlinekettle.org/Hampton Roads. Thank you, Major Long, and all you guys for being here. Happy holidays to you.
And Merry Christmas to you, Chris.
Still ahead.
It's open enrollment season. If you're looking to make changes to your health insurance, and Optima Health is now offering some great incentives to support your healthy lifestyle. Here now to tell us more is Kathy McVeigh. She's from Optima Health. Now, I understand that open enrollment for you guys started this weekend, and it's for individuals looking to buy health insurance for 2015. Tell me about what Optima offers.
Well, Optima is offering a wide variety of plans with certain levels of copays and deductibles to make it affordable. Optima is also offered in most of Virginia.
Okay.
And all of our plans do not require referrals.
So when we talk about the Optima Fit plan, how would someone go about purchasing that?
Optima Fit is the new name for our Optima individual plans. So there's several ways you can purchase. You can go into our website at optimahealth.com/individual, and you can click on Get a Quote and go directly through us and shop on the marketplace and off the marketplace. Or you can use a broker, and at any time you can also use our personal plan advisors.
And so why did you guys go with the name Optima Fit? Is this like a new thing you're rolling out?
It is a new thing we're rolling out, and we designed the plan so that we could reward our members for healthy behaviors and healthy activities.
Oh, great.
Like walking your dog or raking your leaves, things like that would reward you as a member.
Right, and is there anything else that you guys are doing new for these individual plans?
We are offering every Optima member, whether you are a current member or a new member, we're going to offer the rewards program. And in that program, you have an opportunity to earn $275 in rewards, which includes a Fitbit, and it also includes prepaid gift cards.
Right, and you're wearing one of those Fitbits. So why a Fitbit?
Well, a Fitbit, what it does is it tracks your calories, it'll track your sleep patterns, it'll track how many steps that you're taking a day. So when you become a member with Optima, we're going to send you a welcome packet, and in that packet we're going to ask that you log on to optimahealth.com and register. And then once you register, you'll take a personal health assessment, and then that will trigger a Fitbit to come to you.
Right, so you're promoting this healthier lifestyle, and I guess by wearing the Fitbit, you become a little more aware.
You do become more aware. And since I've worn mine for the past 4 weeks, I have become very aware of my sleep pattern. So I think it makes me more aware when I go to sleep at night that once I hit it, I need to go to sleep and not think about the day. Try not to think about the day.
Right, so you let the Fitbit do the work for you. And
That's
I love
right.
the way it's coordinated with your outfit.
Yes.
And you said it comes in a variety of colors.
It does. It does.
So anything else in the rewards program that your members, people that buy into the plans, can enjoy?
They can. They have an opportunity once they get that Fitbit, which is a $100 value. They have an additional $175 that they can earn in prepaid cards, gift cards. And by doing that, you're setting your own goals. So you can go into our website once you log in, and then you'll be able to set your goals based on your behaviors and your activities. So we don't want you to set a goal to run a marathon. So if you're just trying to get into it, you can ease your way. You can put your steps and set them as low or as high as you'd like them, and that will give you the opportunity to earn those prepaid cards.
Sounds good. And I'm assuming you have different plans available for different individuals.
Absolutely. We have 17 plans available off the marketplace, and we have 7 plans available on the marketplace. And like I said in the beginning, and various copays and deductibles, so it's very affordable.
Okay, sounds great. Well, if you want to check that out, you can look at Optima Health's website at optimahealth.com. You can also give them a call at 866-901-4635. Kathy, thanks for stopping by.
Still ahead on the Hampton Roads Show, it's Monday. That means our film critic Stephanie Cook is here with her movie review. This week, she saw The Hunger Games Mockingjay Part 1. We'll hear her take on the other side of the break.
Sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
We're back now on the Hampton Roads Show with our Entertainment Express, and it's Monday, so that means it's time for a movie review with our film critic Stephanie Cook. And Stephanie, when there's a lot of hype and a lot of fanfare, there are big expectations.
There are big expectations. Are you expecting big things?
I'm expecting to hear what you have to say.
Well, the film series based on the best-selling The Hunger Games book trilogy by Suzanne Collins hit the box office this weekend with the third film. It's the third book, Mockingjay, split into two parts, and this weekend's film release is the first part. Mockingjay Part 1 is just that, the first part of the end. For watchers of the last film, you'll remember as Catching Fire ended, Katniss Everdeen, played by Jennifer Lawrence, had just taken her arrow to the electronic field surrounding the games and been rescued. Mockingjay Part 1 picks up with Katniss waking up to find herself being held underground by the rebellion, her district destroyed, and Peeta, played by Josh Hutcherson, nowhere to be found. So as she mourns the loss of Peeta, she listens to the friends she trusts so dearly and President Coin, played by Julianne Moore. She begins to understand that she needs to be the voice of the rebellion, the Mockingjay. But it's not until she learns the truth about Peeta that she knows what she has to do.
There has been rampant speculation about what really happened in the Quarter Quell. And here, to shed a little light on the subject for us, is a very special guest. Please welcome Mr. Peter Malark. Peter, a lot of people feel as though they are in the dark.
Yeah, I know how they feel.
Now, so set the stage for us. Talk us through what really happened on that final and controversial night.
Well, first off, you have to understand that when you're in the games, you only get one wish. It's very costly.
And so, with Peeta alive and being held by the Capitol, Katniss summons the courage to fight again, to fight the Capitol, to fight to rescue Peeta and the other tributes, and in the process, fight for those that believe in her ability to bring about democracy. The acting is fine, though it did remind me that Jennifer Lawrence is much better than this role. The set design is dark and bleak, as is the tone of the film, and none of the ostentatiousness of the previous two films are here. And there are few of the action scenes that moviegoers have come to love in the film series. No actual Hunger Games in this one. Hunger Games Mockingjay Part 1 is directed by Francis Lawrence again, and a screenplay by Danny Strong and Peter Craig. In Mockingjay Part 1, the plot is truly the setup. Certainly not a standalone film. It had to be a business decision to break this third book into two parts. I crave a beginning, a middle, and an end in all films. Otherwise, no closure. Walking out of this film, there is no end. With 65 million copies of the book series in print in the U.S. alone, it's built an audience that will just love it. I, on the other hand, really didn't love it.
Oh my goodness.
No.
No ostentatiousness.
No. If you remember, like, there's scenes where they're just like rolling through the Capitol and all these amazing costumes and
this didn't
stuff
do
like
it for
that.
you
No,
at
it's
all.
just gray and yeah, it's dark. But it is the setup. It's part one. And this is similar to what happened with part one of the Twilight series in Breaking Dawn. And you kind of feel like, I wish they would just put it together, make it that last movie. But they don't get the $100 million box office numbers for the opening release twice. So that's why they did it. I'm really sure that's
all right.
why.
So cookies.
3 out of 5 cookies.
3 out of 5 cookies. So that's not really that great. It's
and
all
I
right.
loved Catching Fire. Like, don't get me wrong. I really thought I liked that one a lot. But I want to know what everybody out there thinks. Did you see the movie? What did you think? What movie should I review next week? Tweet me at HRShowEPSteph, and let's talk about the movies.
All right. Well, thank you for that review, Steph. Make sure to check out Stephanie Cook's movie review blog. You can find it at blogs.wavy.com and click on the THRS Movie Reviews link. Up next, we're heading back in the kitchen with Chef Nigel Jenkins from Taking Shape Fitness to see how he's doing on that harvest fall salad. We'll be adding marinated chicken. But first, the career engineer, Francina Harrison, is here with her tips on how to turn your part-time seasonal work into a full-time salaried gig. Well, they remade all their meals and stuff,
She needs to review Dumb and Dumber, man. These movies. Come on, let's go with something real. Dumb and Dumber. They brought it back. Two. Part 1. Dumb and Dumber Part 1. How dumb is that?
Oh my gosh.
The dumbest yet.
That's funny.
Welcome back, everyone. Congrats on your part-time job this holiday season, but what do you do when you want your part-time job to turn into a full-time gig? Joining us now is Francina Harrison, the career engineer, with some strategies to go from seasonal to salaried.
Yeah.
Welcome back. Okay, so congrats.
That's right.
But there's something bigger out there for you, isn't there?
Absolutely. Let me bust even one myth before we get into some of the bullets I want to tell you about.
Okay.
This is one of the best times to look for the jobs. People think the holidays, everything is slowing down. We got eggnog on the brain and Turkey Day coming up. But you know what? If you're looking for your full-time gig, your competition is drinking eggnog. You can be shifting gears and doing some of these principles and change the game.
So outwork them this time of year.
Absolutely, because they're all waiting for, Christmas presents and everything. So no, we can shift gears and get hired full time.
Okay, but there are people out there that have that part-time thing.
That's right.
How do they parlay into full-time?
Well, first thing is, again, getting that part-time job is great. So you're on payroll, you're in there. But also think about this. Sustainable businesses bring real jobs. So as you're looking for your part-time gig or you have one, hopefully you're with the business that's just doing good business. When they have increased volume for job seekers, that's a hint that hey, things are looking good. They got to get more space. They have to get new talent. So if you are part-time in a gig like that, you have the opportunity to really go full-time based on sustainable businesses bring great jobs.
So if you work hard and overproduce,
Yeah.
that might be an opportunity to make hey, that guy's
That's
a pretty
right.
good employee.
I believe in this critical step: under promise, over deliver.
Right.
That's what you have to do. Even if it's tight and payroll is tight, when a decision maker, maybe known as a supervisor, sees you going above and beyond the call of duty, and you're doing that strategically, they see you. So if there's an opportunity to move up, who doesn't want to hire a performer?
Right.
Don't you want performers?
Yes, and your foot is in the door.
Your foot is there. Getting on payroll is the hardest thing in the world.
Right.
If you're on payroll, you're on the gig, and again, being a performer with accomplishments and leadership, those are the ones who usually get promoted. I see it all the time. In fact, I had a client in summer, had a summer job. It became a full-time gig in the fall. The person worked hard, the person worked smart, and it happened.
And the full-time employees, the opportunities are out there and just about
all
everywhere.
the time. Well, of course, right now we're hearing all the holiday retail stuff, but folks, remember, sustainable businesses, consulting firms are looking for folks. They might bring you on part-time, which could be 30 hours or 20 hours or something like that, but, there's a lot of opportunities. And this morning, in fact, today on our job stop, I wanted to see what open jobs were in Hampton Roads, and again, over 5,000 part-time and full-time jobs are open right here in the Hampton Roads area right now on our TCE job
So
stop.
no excuses then.
No, put your A game out there while everybody's drinking, the eggnog, eating the turkey.
That's right.
You can change that game and be full-time.
Live fat and happy. The career engineer, Francina Harrison, you can find her and all these job informations at tecnow.com and info@tcenow.com or call 745-4TCE. Francina,
right.
thank you so much and happy holidays to you.
Same to you.
All right, back to the kitchen we go with Chef Nigel Jenkins and Lisa from Taking Shape Fitness. to create healthy and delicious meals, and we're today making a healthy salad, and we're getting ready to add our chicken.
Yes.
So tell me about this chicken. What did you season it with?
I seasoned it with it's some white wine, olive oil, salt and pepper, some fresh thyme, and I put lemon in it. And one thing I want to say is when people marinate with lemon juice, the acid in the lemon juice breaks down the protein of the meat. So what I tend to do is I use a microplane, and then you just get the zest
Some of
off.
the zest, so you still get the...
You get the flavor from the oil, but you don't get the acid from the juice.
Okay, so you still have those proteins in there. They don't get
Yes.
broken down. Great. So you're just going to, I guess...
I
cook that
cut
up.
this very thin because it cooks quicker.
And let's just recap. You're going to be adding this chicken to our salad that we worked on last segment. And so
Yes.
what's in that salad that makes it the fall harvest?
The pecans, apples, cranberries, and the base of it is quinoa and bulgur, which are two high protein grains, and then it's
obviously
got
the-
some baby spinach. Yes.
Great. And Lisa, let's talk about that. So Nigel is there. He is the chef for Taking Shape Fitness, and Taking Shape is all about classes and fitness
We
classes.
are a total group fitness facility, which means we offer classes from 5. We now have a 5:30 in the morning class all the way to 7:30 at night. Pretty much most of the day. We are totally a class-based facility. We do have personal training though, and every class is $10 with no contracts and no membership.
Right. So do you make a reservation? Maybe look at the schedule if you're
Make
at the
a
class
schedule.
that you want to check out.
Right, or call the
you
gym.
can come in, and you don't have to say that you're going to do it for 3 months or a year
Oh, no,
or
no.
whatnot.
No, not at all. You can try it one time or as much as you want. Just try to offer something. The classes are a little bit different that are on the schedule, and
I guess that could be fun because maybe one day you're feeling Pilates and the
Right.
next day you want to do some spin or
right,
something.
or yoga. And we try to make a facility where everything is in one location, and you don't have to go to 3 or 4 places.
And it sounds like you have a pretty good range because you're adding ballroom dancing.
We are.
But then you have some of the traditional favorite.
And we
you know.
have spin, we have cardio circuits, we have weight training, we have kickboxing, we have all the traditional classes. Yes.
That's great. And then you have Nigel there to help with people who want a little bit of extra help with nutrition or
Right.
weight loss. And you do a weight loss. What is it? A boot camp?
We do a weight loss take it off challenge, which we're ending one now and starting another one in January, of course, for people for their New Year's resolutions.
And then for Thanksgiving, you're doing something with a Thanksgiving theme. Tell
We
us
are.
about that.
We try to make fitness fun. So this week we're having 2 or 3 fit to feast classes, Fat Friday, but we're also doing a Thanksgiving challenge. Thanksgiving challenge this week, and every single class that we're doing, whether it's yoga or spin, whatever, we're doing a plank challenge among the clients, and whoever wins that gets a $25 gift card to Target.
Right. It's all about the core.
Right.
12 days of
In
fitness?
December, we're adding in 12 days of fitness classes where you can come to 12 days and work out. December tends to be a time when people kind of fall off the bandwagon, and then they jump back up into January. So we're just trying to keep our clients motivated and excited about working out.
But what I love is that, people are always indecisive about when to start their fitness, but you guys are always there and you can start at any time, pick up a class, and then of course they have meals, food on the go, right?
Food on the run.
Food on the run.
Yes.
And Nigel's there and he can help you plan some healthy meals like this salad, and he
Yes.
can prepare them for you. So what, you're going to cut up the chicken?
Yes,
You're going to top it up?
obviously we've got to make sure this is cooked through, which this hasn't had time to.
Right.
But I've got some cooked here, and
And we're just going to top it right on our
Yeah,
salad. So
I
that'll
just-
be a great, another little protein addition.
yeah. And again, you can serve this cold, room temperature, or hot. And if you serve it hot, it's only going to add to the wilting of the spinach, which happened before.
Okay.
So that's basically the salad.
Great. Well, thank you for being here.
You're very
If you
welcome.
want more information, Taking Shape Fitness is at 612 Norfolk Avenue in Virginia Beach. You can call 428-3488. And for class schedules or more information on food on the run, go to takingshapefitness.club. Thanks for being here, guys.
Thank you.